Hey, what's up, everybody? I can't believe it's already the end of July, already almost going to be August. And as I promised, uh, people, I would do my much anticipated review about Spider-Man Brand New Day. And, you kind of ask yourself, how is it that, you make a Spider-Man movie that can surpass, Spider-Man No Way Home? Well, I will admit, the short story short, that movie you can't really top, only because when you have three of the Spider-Man incarnations together, that's something that's, like I say, really hard to top quality-wise. Even though, yes, Brand New Day, it's a decent entry, even though not as strong as No Way Home, but it does have its good moments about it, in which it takes place 4 years after the events of the third movie, in which nobody knows who Peter Parker is, and Peter's fighting as Spider-Man anonymously, and you could say it kind of starts to take its toll on his sanity, and the isolation, trying to protect himself from the people that he cares about, because MJ and Ned don't remember who he is because of the effects of Doctor Strange's spell, in order to contain the multiverse from cramming in, from collapsing and cramming into one another, like worlds bleeding into one another, I guess, if that makes sense. And Peter also deals with like a mutation of his powers, and he also faces other threats as well. And I guess for those that don't want to hear this part yet, it does have this version's MCU version of Jean Grey. But that's all I'll say. Won't go into the details, and I'll let people figure it out. And it also has the Punisher and the Hulk, even though I feel like the film could have utilized the Hulk a little bit more, and the same thing with the Scorpion character, as a villain was kind of very a little bit very underutilized. Like, same thing with the Hulk, even though the Punisher scenes were among the highlights of the film. And then Peter also grasping with duality as well. And in terms of how I feel overall, like I said, it's very hard to top No Way Home in terms of quality, but it does the best that it can, trying to, and I can't believe Tom Holland's been playing the part for almost 10 years already, and he's in great shape, looking better than ever. But hey, that's pretty much all there is to say about Spider-Man Brand New Day, and I'll definitely say check it out for those that want to see what the hype's about. Alright, everyone, take care, and until next time.